A culture of peace is a set of values, attitudes and behaviors that reflect full respect, in-depth respect for equal human dignity and human rights. From many centuries ago, it has been always an immense problem with peace because we have been following the perverse proverb that says, if you wish peace, prepare war. And then we have done permanently, for the benefit of those producing armament, we have done always the same. We have been preparing war. And if we are prepared for war, what we are able to do is war. Now we must change. We must change radically. And now we must think that if you really wish peace, shalom, salam, peace, la paix, pace, if you wish peace, please, now you must contribute permanently with your everyday behavior to build peace in the minds of men, as it is said in the first paragraph of the wonderful Constitution of UNESCO. At the dawn of this new century and millennium, it's time for action. It's time for action. Most of the diagnoses have already been made. Now what we need is to apply the treatments that we already have. We know that a world economy based on the market laws has been a disaster because must be based on the democratic principles enshrined in the UNESCO's constitution: justice, freedom, equality, solidarity, intellectual and moral solidarity, as it is said. And this is what we need. We need social justice to focus in all the different approaches related with our economy at the worldwide level, about our energy production, about the economy based on war. We are in a war economy, we must be very clear. $3 billion per day are invested in military purposes, in armament. And during 24 hours, at the same time, more than 60,000 human beings die of hunger. This is absolutely intolerable. This is a shame. It's a collective shame for all of us. And therefore, now is a time of a very big transition from force to word, from force, from muscle to respect, action in favor of the equal dignity of all human beings. Now is a very big transition waiting for us. We must have the courage of change, of a very big change. And now we must say, no, we want an international economic order based on social justice. We do not like to apply what is said, market laws. No. We might apply the values, the moral values, the ethical values, the democratic principles, because what we need is a democracy worldwide. What we need is a United Nations system very strong worldwide. We need this transition from a war economy into an economy of global sustainable development. And this global sustainable development will increase the potentialities of many future clients in order that it is not as it is at present, only 20% of the population of the earth lives in what we can say welfare condition, and all the others are sometimes only at the level of survival. No, now is the right time for the radical change in which we can have investment, very big investment in sustainable energies, investments in food production, agriculture, aquaculture, biotechnology, in order to avoid this terrible shame of people dying from hunger every day. We must invest a lot, particularly because of longevity that has been increasing. We are very lucky in the last years, but now we need to invest in health. Access of all people to health, to water production, conduction, in order that we can have the utilization of very good energy, but not expensive, cheap energy, in the desalination and the production of water wherever is necessary. This is what we must provide. This is the very big transition from force, the transition to peace with our everyday behavior. The Foundation for a Culture of Peace was created in Madrid in the year 2000 after having the honor of being, during 12 years, the Director General of UNESCO. And as you know, the mission of UNESCO is to build peace in the minds of men, and then I thought that now was the right moment to change a culture of war for a culture of peace. And the culture of peace was approved unanimously by the General Assembly of the United Nations in September 1999. And is a declaration on a culture of peace, but is also a plan of action. And there are many activities related with education, human rights, women, the equal role of women in all aspects of life, and for sustainable development, for freedom of expression. This is crucial. The access to information, but also the human right for free expression, the freedom of the press. It's absolutely essential at this respect. Well, we have all these kinds of activities, and there are many documents today that can guide the action and the activities of the Foundation for a Culture of Peace. I am particularly interested in the formation of a very big network in order to mobilize millions and millions of people that cannot be any more spectators, that cannot be only looking at what happens, but that can become actors of life, of peace at the international and national level. I remember always the importance that has this manifest that was widespread by UNESCO and was signed by more than 100 million people in the year 2000, and says, I pledge in my daily life, in my family, my work, my community, my country, and my region, to 1, respect the life and dignity of each human being. 2, practice active non-violence, rejecting violence in all its forms. 3, share my time and material resources. 4, defend freedom of expression and cultural diversity. 5, promote consumer behavior that is responsible and development practices that respect all forms of life. And 6, contribute to the development of my community with the full participation of women and respect for democratic principles. Well, this is what we are working every day with passion, with courage, because we know that it's right now the moment of this very big transition from a culture of war to a culture of peace. Thank you very much.